Back in the Anglers Extra pregame show, and well, it's hard to believe, but this is the final regular season game at Veterans Field. Could there be playoffs in store? We'll have to wait and see. Chatham needs to win, and Brewster needs to lose at any point in these next two games, and Chatham finds its way in the playoffs. Time for Catch of the Day, and a big reason why Chatham is still in this thing is Caleb Gilbert, a sterling performance last night, and he's Catch of the Day. Caleb, good to see you.
Good to see you. Glad to be here.
So after a few hours to think about it, a night off to think about it, what will you take away from your start last night?
Just some confidence going into the season, Obviously great to get a win, try and make a playoff push, but personally just going into the fall and just having that confidence because it's been a rough summer.
Schiff mentioned you worked with some things on Rob Bono before start last night. What specifically did you work on?
Just not trying to overthrow every single pitch, just trying to be more easy control and live low in the zone. So that was what we mainly worked on this past couple weeks.
Is that more of an adjustment when you play in high school? You can kind of get away with stuff up in the zone because you're throwing harder than most guys do in high school, and now you come here and guys can catch up to it?
Oh, definitely. Velocity just becomes a non-factor at this point. Everyone can hit velocity, so you really have to live low in the zone.
Now, tonight, before tonight's game, there's no BP, so the field's open, and you guys have been pretty loose. You were playing some catch-out in the outfield. By the way, you were throwing some strikes. Did you play quarterback in high school?
I did my freshman year, but I got a bad concussion, and baseball was starting to get serious, so I had to kind of choose.
Speaking of your baseball career in high school, you actually hurt your elbow. You had to have Tommy John after your sophomore year and miss all of your junior year. What was that rehab process like?
Mentally, it was just draining. I felt like I was ready to go, and my trainers and doctors were just like trying to get me to slow down and, just mentally going through that. But ultimately, just facing that adversity just made me a better pitcher and made me a better person, honestly.
How long did it take for you to throw a pitch after Tommy John and go, okay, I'm back?
Probably 12 months, so right at a year. Just constantly the grind of just trying to get your arm back in strength and trusting it. That was the big thing. Is they're just really wanting you to trust it because you don't want to blow out again. It's just a grueling process.
And you go to LSU in Baton Rouge, but you're from Hoover, Alabama. How did that happen?
That's right. Both my parents went to LSU, so it fit perfectly. I actually committed to LSU a week before I had Tommy John, and they honored my scholarship throughout the whole process and kind of reevaluated me at the end, and it all worked out.
What's it like playing in that that atmosphere down at LSU?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome. It's every time I go out there, I get chills, but it's a great program and great fan base, and it's just been an honor to be there.
Speaking of the program at LSU, you're here with your teammate, Jordan Romero, and you're living together this summer.
Right.
How's that been?
Yeah, it's been awesome. He's actually my roommate back home, too, so it worked out perfectly.
Final question for you. Your major listed on LSU's website was petroleum engineering, but you've since changed. Personally, I think that is a tremendous idea. How was being a petroleum engineering major at LSU?
It was cool. I liked it a lot, but just wasn't into the whole geology thing, like study of rocks. It was kind of boring, so I kind of wanted to switch it up and go civil, more broad.
Caleb Gilbert with a good decision not to study rocks for the rest of his life, but last night a very good performance. He goes 7 innings and gives Chatham a victory that keeps him alive in the playoff hunt. Caleb, good to see you.
Thank you.
Jake, back up to you.